Hi friends, MD Vegan. Hey, let's dance around. Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah. Well, I mean, dancing and music is that what really, I guess, yeah, is the best I ever had and did. It's so much fun, and there's also science to it. You won't believe it, but music, if you like it, and especially with movement, so dancing to the music, if you like it especially, there is nothing more activating for the brain. So it lightens up, and that's a good sign. Yeah, it keeps you young. Dancers are always young. I learned that early. And now I'm always dancing. I introduce my videos with it always, with the mouth harp. And I also go walking outside. I always have this with me, and it carries my thoughts away. So it's so relaxing for the mind. That's actually what yoga is about. It's control of the mind, the thought waves. Control of the mind. That's the definition of yoga from the most classical text we have in yoga at all. The Yoga Sutras. Patanjali, thousands of years ago, have been written. And they say that the small Yoga Sutras are small lines, verses, where the wisdom has been collected from maybe many authors, we don't know. But it's considered the most important text in India. Bhagavad Gita is the one text. Some say it's the most important text, others say it's Yoga Sutras. Both are written about the same time, around, but both are the most important one. And there is yoga is defined as control of the mind waves, thought waves. That's what it is about. And if I do this here, the music, I have control. And I can play with it. And it's so nice. Because when you play this, the rhythm, and then you notice at a certain time, you create, or I create then the rhythms. I create with my mind without doing it on purpose. It comes in automatically. I begin to create in a very subtle way, like watching it, flowing with it, dancing with it, and then I create the music. If you don't do that, if you just do it, whatever happens, then it is just a chaos and you don't like it anymore. I have to be always a little bit inventive. I have to be creative. I have to do something new. I can't do always the same rhythm. Doesn't work. I'm not an artist in that, but just I have to be a little bit inventive and creative all the time. I have to think about a rhythm, feel a rhythm that works for a moment, and then it changes a little bit. And I have to watch that. Partly doing some changes there, here and there. Like my recipes, it's pretty much the same thing. I have a pattern here, they're similar. I have, for example, 3 parts. I make a fruit salad. One of my favorite foods is fruit salad. Yeah, the colors, the fragrances, the nutrients, the high energy, it really makes you vital. Yeah? Because it's the best fuel for our body cells. The sugar in fruit is the direct fuel that burns the cells. The cells in the body burn this kind of fuel, this sugar, the glucose. And that's in the fruit directly. It doesn't need to be transformed or something. It goes directly into the cells. That's why fruit are so light. Of course, it's more expensive than other foods. Vegetables are less expensive, more easy to get. Don't take that much water to produce it, and so fruit is very special. And of course, I don't eat only fruit. That would be just too expensive, and it cannot be. It's not available all around the year. In wintertime, where you get the fruit from? You get some apples here, some pears here in Germany. Okay, bananas are always around. Oranges also, of course, they are imported. But the berries here, not so often. Only in summer. Now we have some fresh berries here. I found them, and I will combine them in a fruit salad, and that's how I make my fruit salads. I have a small number of ingredients as the main part. Today some berries. I put a dressing around it. I fold it in a dressing. I like my cashew cream dressing. I make variations of that, and I top it to make a little precious on top. That's it. 3 parts: main part, dressing, top. That's it. I don't need to think about that. That's like a pattern. I have a pattern to begin with. Do-do-do-do-do. And then I walk around and then I make small changes, and that keeps it going. It's the same, and I can keep going making a new recipe every single day. So I make my dressing first, because I need to blend it twice. So first I blend the bananas with the cashews. That's a cashew cream with bananas. I have 2 bananas here. It's a wonderful base for a creamy dressing, for cashew cream. Sweet cashew cream. Cashew cream dressing can also be savory for salads. Yeah, I don't take bananas for that usually. And I have a handful of cashews here, half a cup or so. You don't need that much. I have a little bit more today. That's up to you. Don't need that much dressing. And I have a half lemon to make it lighter. That's a nice, perfect combination with a banana. Half a lemon is so nice with banana. It makes it tastier, unfolds the flavor, the full spectrum of flavors in the banana, of aromas in the banana is unfolded by the lemon. It's interesting. You don't taste the lemon like that without the lemon. Very interesting, you have to try. And then I have some dates to balance the lemon again. It's a nice opposition, a contrast that makes it more exciting. Yeah, balance the lemon. It's a nice kind of sweetness too, and they're super nutritious dates. And I have today, that's my variation for today, I have cinnamon. Cinnamon. And cinnamon is a very nice spice. It's one of the highest antioxidants you can find. Cinnamon is super high in antioxidants and it has a wonderful flavor, especially with sweet desserts. It's wonderful and I want to try today with this cashew cream. And the other day I made a cashew cream with vanilla cashew cream. Today I make a cinnamon cashew cream. You have so many ways to do it. So now, put a little bit of water in there, just to begin the blender. It makes it easier. Some water here on the blades makes it easy to start, otherwise it takes some more time. So, blender dance. Just a short blending to begin, to break down the ingredients. Now they soak a little bit. I do the second blending a little bit later. And now I have a chance to taste it. Maybe I have to tweak a little bit. Let's see. Looks very nice. Nice fragrance. Yeah, the cinnamon is nice with banana. Let's see. Wow. Good. It needs more blending, of course. I just want you to know if it's about right. And it seems to be. I have to make a second blending in a couple of minutes. Then it gets really creamy, and then I have the final flavor. Let's see. So I show you my main ingredients. That's where how we usually begin. I go shopping once a week, yeah, for the whole week. That's easier, save some time. And I plan ahead a little bit. But first what I do is, cooking begins with ingredients, of course. Yeah, you go outside in the garden, or you pick your fruit from somewhere else, or fresh shopping. Yeah, most people go shopping here in the cities. And I find some fruit I would like to have. I don't think about especially what kind of meal I want to make with it. Yeah, I just look what's there in the shop, and I find here this I would like this and this and this. What important is the amount of fruit I have to take. Also vegetables, same thing. How much do I need in a week? I take it, and then when it's home, for example, I have a papaya here. This is half a papaya, a small one. I peeled it and cut it into small pieces. And then I have a papaya, and at a certain point, the papaya turns ripe. When I take my fruit home, sometimes they are not perfectly ripe. They are a little bit firm, especially when I buy it for a week. Yeah. Then, of course, I can't eat all at the same time. So some ingredients have to be not ripe yet, not ready to use. I have to wait some days. And now the papaya here has become ripe, and I can use it. So that's the time when I say, okay, now I have to use it. So what do I do with papaya today? Papaya, what can I do? Has to be something fitting around it to make the papaya even better. Papaya by itself is nice. It can be a whole meal. It's a little super high fiber in the papaya. It's very good to make it keeping, yeah, and super healthy too. And there are wonderful nutrients. There's one nutrient especially for digestion, yeah, that's in the seeds and also the papaya. It's a very potent enzyme for digestion. So very, very healthy fruit. One of my favorite fruits, but it has a very gentle flavor. Yeah. So gentle flavor means you can season it with other food. So that was my idea today, where you put something very colorful and bright into it. I had some berries, I had to use them too. I was lucky, I had some ripe strawberries here, and I had some blueberries. Yeah. So I put them into 2 cups each. Yeah. So 3 cups here, and 3 cups is for a breakfast with fruit. Pretty okay as a base. 3 cups of fruit, papaya, and to season with blueberries and strawberries. That's perfect. And here 3 fruit. Isn't that beautiful? I have to show you. This is so beautiful. What I have here. Look at that. I could eat this right away. It would be enough. Isn't that beautiful? Red and blue, orange. Wow. It's a poem by itself, right? Yeah. So now I've added something to it. And I hope, of course, to make this even better. Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it. So let's say I go back to my dressing. I'll have to look. Is it a little bit too thick now? Because soaking makes it thicker. I have to have more water. No, it's okay. These fruit, they are pretty firm, so they can do with a little bit of creamy dressings. Otherwise, I had to add a little bit of water when they are more fragile. Raspberries, for example, wouldn't put them into such a creamy dressing. With a lighter dressing would be nicer. But this is okay. So one more blending. Let's see what happens. Blender dance. Now the cinnamon flavor is in the foreground. Let's taste it again. Texture is okay, it's nice and creamy. So good. Not too much cinnamon, maybe a teaspoon or so, just to make it a little bit cinnamony. And I'll show you what it looks like when I pour the cinnamon cashew cream on top here. And that makes it very rich. You know, a cashew cream dressing makes a fruit salad very rich. So that is a whole meal for myself, a breakfast. Without the cashew cream, it might be a dessert. Yeah, just these wonderful, beautiful fruit, a dessert, perfect finish of a meal. Conclusion. But with the cashew cream dressing, that's a perfect breakfast by itself. Keeps for some time. Yeah, very nice. It gets runnier. You put it into the fruit. Very nice. I will just put it into a glass to serve it to myself. Show you what it looks like. It's also nice to have a glass, and you can see the ingredients through the glass. It's shining through the cashew cream. Some colors there and here. It's a nice thing. And on top, I will put a nice, precious garnish here. These are the little dots here, colorful dots. Isn't that beautiful? I like these kind of textures. So now I put the raspberries on top. I also have some fresh raspberries, and they have to be eaten pretty soon. If they turn bad, oh, I couldn't forgive myself. Sometimes I bought a little bit much, maybe. Something turns bad, oh, I always try to avoid that. I really train myself not to avoid any, not to spoil the food. Yeah, that is a pity. These today, nowadays in the cities, food has become pretty expensive, and I don't want to waste it. Yeah, especially these raspberries, pretty expensive today. I have to admit. Sometimes I get them. I'm fortunate. You can have these. There are stores in Germany where you can be a member. You pay a small fee every month, and then you have the retail price for the produce, and that's pretty cool. So you don't have to pay that much. So I can afford a little bit better my food. That's a good way to do it. When you combine, with many people together, they make a shop together, and then that was the original idea. They share the food they buy, then they can buy it cheaper together, have the retail price, and then they always have a little work to do now and then. They share a shift on the schedule, and nowadays we have shops here that organize all this. You still pay the retail price with 10% more because some fruit and vegetables, they turn bad, so you have to pay for that, but basically you pay the retail price, and the team in the shop, you just pay by being a member. I pay here 12 euros a month or so. That's not much. I can with one grocery, one shopping in a week or so, I have already paid for everything. Yeah, that is very easy. So that's a good way to get the food more inexpensive, even especially as today, where these prices are so high in the cities for the food. Here, that's what I have. Isn't that funny? Beautiful, and I think it will be very, very filling. I have a lot of fun, energy is high, and it keeps for some time. So next time I have to eat will be some hours ago, ahead of time now. I have some time, some free time to do other things than caring about food in the meantime. Yeah. Okay, I hope you enjoy. I'm a big fan of fruit and of music, as you might have heard already. And if you like my video, I would be happy you like it. Subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, my channel, and you can have another recipe every single day. Little dance to intro, some inspiration maybe. Maybe you can make your own recipes. That's basically what I got over. You can make your own recipes. Just picking some ingredients you like and thinking about how to put them together in an easy way, and every day a little bit different. That's why you get how you get variety in your diet, and variety makes it so much more valuable. It's super healthy. Our body, our mind, they love variety. Okay, thanks for watching. And if you enjoy, you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Try to be at some places. Hope to see you soon.